And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got Diamond Dynasty Baseball tonight. It's Atlanta taking on the United States. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. And on the hill in this one, Pedro Martinez.
Just electric stuff, Boog, and that fastball is no joke. He can move it around the zone, and it's not uncommon to see him pile up a decent amount of strikeouts throughout the game. He's the type of guy that allows the entire team to wait.
Now a rocket to right center. Way back there, and forget it. It's out of here. The first batter of the game leaves the yard, and they grab the lead. It's 1-0. Now batting Jamer Candelario. And first offering is fouled off. That one in triple digits.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. On to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
So here is Bryce Harper. First pitch just misses.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Robert moves under it and makes the grab. Out number 2. Here's Adley Rutschman.
The catcher,
this guy's kind of a unicorn in today's game of baseball. It seems like we're seeing fewer and fewer switch hitters, and he is elite regardless of the side of the plate he's hitting from. Ball one there.
Well, in this day of analytics, you have to be really good, and you've got to be consistent as well. Otherwise, you're going to be out of the lineup because of the matchup. But, yeah, it's amazing what he can do from both sides of the plate.
And a big swing and a miss.
You know, but one thing about being a great switch hitter, it's so tough to keep both of your swings sharp. I mean, sometimes it can feel like a long time in between at bats against a lefty or vice versa. You can work on both swings, but there's only so much a guy can do in the batting cage.
Swing and a miss. Now 3-2.
Count's full.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And we're back. And on the hill in this one, Tarek Skubal. What do we need to know here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Batting
the batter now, Prince Fielder. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Just off the inside edge. 1 out, bases empty. Cut on and missed at 101.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1-2. Next offering misses down and away.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
2 outs, base is empty. So here's Horner now. That one drifts inside. 2 outs, base is empty. Tapped softly on the ground. Throw on to Santana. And that'll do it. Top of the second, leading off Ian Happ. Chris, he leads the way with the best batting average on the team. Martinez back to work. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And a swing and a miss down on strikes. That K is his third of the game. And it's Rafael Devers in the box. And the first offering is not close.
With Pedro on the mound, Boog, this lineup is facing a fierce competitor. He always seems to rise to the occasion, and that's a big reason why he's considered one of the best pitchers we've seen in the majors.
Outside low, and that's ball 2. They say you win.
2-2.
And that one is downstairs, and it's 3-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Strike 1.
1-1.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2. Varitek down to first, and it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning. Back here at the friendly confines, Rafael Devers up to hit.
Rafael Devers.
Line drive. Jump throw, and they get the out. Now here is Derek Jeter.
Shortstop, Derek Jeter.
The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a miss, and 1-0-2 on the radar gun. Lifted in the air, right field. Harper hustling after it. Makes the catch for the out. And there's 2 away. So here's Robert now.
The center fielder, Luis Robert.
Tap foul at the plate.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
0-2.
2 outs. That one close. Rule the ball. 1-2 to count.
1-2.
Stays alive. The delivery to Robert. Gets a piece and stays alive. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. 2 down, nobody on. That's to third, but it kicks foul. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swing and a miss, and Skubal gets the strikeout. Top half of the third inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jackson Holliday. Holliday in the 8th spot in today's lineup. Usually a second baseman, but today starting at shortstop. And a strike right through there. That one in triple digits.
Well, some people think this is no big deal, but I think when you consider the longer throw, the fact that you've got to be able to cover up the middle to your left, it's a big adjustment for him.
And delivers outside. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Now it's the second baseman, Junior Caminero. pitch misses inside. 1-0. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Oh, great stop. Throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Now batting Jarren Duran. He's already homered in this game.
Jarren Duran.
Swing and a miss.
It's 0-1.
Hard on the ground to first. He steps on the bag, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. As we go to the last of the third, Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. Outside low, ball 1.
Ball.
That one at triple digits. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
O'Hearn gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 1. That's down and in. Yeah, there's the strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
In the air out to center. He's under it. And out number 1 on the grab. And now the right fielder, Roman Anthony.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
And a breaking ball misses outside. That one fouled off. In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Man at first, 1 away. And he blows that one by him at 100.
2-2.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Now batting.
Back to the top of the lineup. In half up to hit. Fly to right. His first time. That one down the line.
That's
and foul. All ball. Tying run is at first here in the last half of the third.
I think he was sitting off
No
speed
balls,
there.
2 strikes.
That one
That's
inside, and it's 1-2. On the ground right side. Throw on to Santana. Third out. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton as we go to the top of the 4th. And now the DH, Jeimer Candelario. Way outside, and it's 1-0. There's a swing and a miss.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
Calls it in, and there's 1 away. Here's Bryce Harper. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. And it's fouled away.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
Hits for average power, the ability to field, the arm, and then the speed. Really impressive. A changeup missing. 2-2. Back foot slider struck him out. So up next, Adley Rutschman. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
Rutschman.
Swing and a miss. That one at 1-0-1.
0-1.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
Now batting. Left
Digging
fielder,
in is the
Ian
switch hitting outfielder,
Happ.
Ian Happ. First pitch misses.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Now 1-1.
1-1.
Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Bottom four, and here's the first baseman, Prince Fielder.
Prince Fielder.
And that one fouled off. Squeezes it, one away. Here's Nico Horner.
Now batting.
He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Didn't take long to get a result
Now
for that
batting.
at bat.
Third
Just a
baseman.
solid swing
Up
right
higher.
there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Devers in the box now. Takes strike one.
0-1.
Horner at first, one gone.
Look, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time.
Ball,
never
outside.
takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're
Got it. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. And the batter will be the shortstop, Derek Jeter.
Oh, yeah.
That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Throw on to Santana. And he is. We go to the top of the fifth. Here's Rafael Devers.
Leading off for the Bulldogs, the third baseman.
Martinez back to work.
Devers.
Ball.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Nope.
That's
ball.
outside. And the count is 2-0. Swing and a foul out of play. The 2-1. That's inside.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Swing and a miss. And the count is filled up.
Count is full.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a pop up in foul ground. Devers brings it in, and there's one away. And now the first baseman, Carlos Santana. He's 0 for 1.
Carlos Santana.
Not
1-0.
close with that one, and that is ball 1. On the ground, and
No,
that's
that's a foul
just
ball.
foul. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
1-2 is the count.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, shortstop Jackson.
Now it's the shortstop,
Holiday.
Jackson Holiday. Fought off foul. headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Pumping serious gas at 102 on that one. So digging in, Junior Caminero grounded out his first time. Right side, Anthony. He's got it, and that's the third out. We head to the bottom of the fifth, and now it's Luis Robert.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
The lefty fires. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Now he turns and heads for second. Here's the throw, and now the tying run is into scoring position.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Robert stands at second with no outs. In the dirt, blocked. Runner holds. Count goes to 1-2. Man at second. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. And here's the catcher, Jason Varitek. That's off the inside corner. Ball one. Fouled off. He was late.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Hauls it in for the out. So up next, Roman Anthony struck out swinging his first time. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. And they hold him at third, 90 feet away with 2 out.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there.
Cut on and lifted in the air, and that will end the inning. Back here at Wrigley Field, here's the center fielder, Jarren Duran. Swinging a foul straight back. That one the other way. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Now the number 2 hitter, Jeimer Candelario.
Designated hitter, Candelario.
Foul ball.
Not a lot of people know this, but this isn't the only Wrigley Field in MLB history. You know, when the league expanded and added the Los Angeles Angels in 1961, they played their first season at a stadium in LA called Wrigley Field, which had been the home of the minor league team of the same name.
Gets him to chase after that one.
1-2's the count.
That misses the zone. Now 2-2.
2-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Whip number 9 for him in this game. 9.
Now batting, right
Here is Bryce Harper. 0 for 2 in this one. And there's a foul ball. Check swing went around. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
Brown ball to the right side. And it goes just foul. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. That one missed.
Ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. In the air, right side. Anthony drops steps, heads back on it. And that is that. Bottom of the 6th. And here's the first baseman, Prince Fielder.
Prince Fielder.
That's in for a strike. Cracks his bat and pops him up. Brings it in, and there's one away.
The batter,
Nico Horner will come up to hit. 1 for 2.
Horner.
Ripped on the ground to second, and a couple of quick outs.
Well, he's doing a nice job of
The third
keeping the
baseman,
ball
number
out of the
16,
air. Lets the defense
Raphael.
work behind him with another ground ball.
Devers.
Good execution.
And a strike to Devers.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of
0-1.
first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. To the right side. And he's out on the tag. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Here at Wrigley
Leading
Field,
off for the
and now the
Bulldogs,
switch hitting
the
catcher,
catcher,
Adley
Adley
Rutschman.
Rutschman.
Ball 1,
that's
no
outside.
strikes.
Ball.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Coming on Robert, and he's there.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that.
Nope.
You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Happ, the next to hit, takes outside. Inside,
that's in.
just missed.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
And this one looks like trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Now batting. Third baseman,
And here is
Raphael.
Devers. Got to be careful with a slugger like this.
Now pitching.
New pitcher coming on, the veteran, Danny Coulombe.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the
0
game.
balls, 1 strike.
Man at second. And that is out of play. Coulombe, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Makes the grab, 2 down. And now the first baseman, Carlos Santana.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you,
Nope,
and it's
ball.
just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Foul ball there. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 and 2.
Runner takes off. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the shortstop, Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter.
On the ground, right side. Steps on first for the out.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Looking to get the tying run on base.
Ball.
And that's off the inside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike. Slides, but he can't come up with it. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
And that one fouled off. So the tying run at second. And that one fouled off.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Out towards right center field. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away. And now the catcher comes up to him. Jason Varitek. That one in triple digits.
Well, I'm impressed with that challenge pitch right there. Even with this slim lead, this guy's not afraid to go right after these hitters.
And it's into the gap. So the tying run reaches with 2 away. In to score is the runner from third, and it's a 1-run game.
Huge game-tying at bat right there. Came through in a big spot to drive in the run. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
No balls, 2 strikes.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2-2 now. Good job to fight that one off.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
And that one in the air center field. Makes the catch. And that'll do it. Back here at the friendly confines. We go to the 8th. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Jackson Holliday. Coulombe back to work. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
And that is cut on and missed. And the count is 0-2.
0-2.
In the dirt. Varitek down to first with it. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout. So digging in, Junior Caminero. And ball 1.
1-0.
Swing and a foul out of play. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1-2's the count.
And that's where the swing. It's a strikeout. So 2 down now, and here is Jarren Duran. He's already homered here in this one. Little chopper rolls foul.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Fouled off left side. And that's in the dirt.
Got close to the immaculate inning, and he just couldn't find the zone right there. When you think about it, 9 straight strikes, so tough to do.
2-2.
And that one popped in the air, left field. Happ makes the play, and that is that. And we're back. Here's the left fielder, Ian Happ.
Aaron Bummer.
That's ripped into the outfield. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Good piece of hitting right there. Nice hard line drive to the outfield. You're trying to get on base, represent that go-ahead run. Can't hang your head on that at all.
Fielder stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Swings through that one for strike 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one is absolutely belted. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Great swing of the bat right there. Trying to get on as that go-ahead run. He just wasn't able to find a hole.
Lined, and that's a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Wastes no time there. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
No balls. One strike.
Devers swings through it for strike one. Swung on, belted. Squeezes it, and the inning is over. Back here at Wrigley Field, all set for the start of the inning. Now it's the DH, Jeimer Candelario. Yeah, that's fouled off. And it's 1-1. Fought off foul. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. And now here is Harper. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
It's 0-1.
Swings and misses. 0-2 now.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Up the middle, and he knocks it down. The throw is still in time, and they do get the second out of the inning. Adley Rutschman digs in now. 1 for 3. Tap foul at the plate. Fouled off down the right side. Stays alive. That misses. Going to count 1 and 2. Ground ball left side. Sends it across the first, and that is that. So bottom of the ninth, and the batter will be the shortstop, Derek Jeter. Late with the swing there.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 out, bottom of the ninth.
Now batting.
And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert.
Well, 1 swing's a lot easier than getting 2 or 3 hits to win this ball game. You better believe he's going to be all in to hit the ball over the fence somewhere.
Into center. Makes the grab for the second out. So now here's the DH, Ryan O'Hearn. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. That missed by a lot. 1 and 1. And there's the ball. Went with the sweeper, but it misses.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
So 2 down. Here's the catcher, Jason Varitek.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
That's low.
Next pitch is downstairs. On the ground to the left. And it's just foul. That was close. This to third, and that's a fair ball. Throw comes in quickly, but the winning run is now in scoring position. 2 away.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Next to hit, Roman Anthony. On the ground to first. The tag, and he's out. That's the third out, and we're headed to extras. On the north side of Chicago, John Shelby and Chris Singleton on to extra innings. Now the left fielder, Ian Happ. Happ lays off. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Dennis Santana.
Get it. Santana.
Man at second. And that one fouled off. Grounds one to short. Jeter. Tag out. They cut down the go-ahead run at third. Caught in a rundown now. Applies the tag, and they get two. Double play. Now it's Devers at the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. That one ripped, but foul. And there's a foul ball. 2 outs. Foul ball still 0-2. In the air to left center. Happ sizes this one up and puts the squeeze on that one. And that's the third out. Ian Happ getting ready to hit. Former first-round pick out of the University of Cincinnati. Grew up in Pittsburgh.
Now pitching, Andres Munoz.
Just
that
missed.
missed. That's the ball.
Inside, and it's 2-0.
Running that good fastball up on the hitter's inside. If nothing else, keeps him from diving out over the plate to get those arms extended on the pitch away.
Top of the zone for a strike. 3-1. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Now the number 2 hitter, Prince Fielder. Swing and a miss.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him. Popped in the air, left field, brings it in, and there's one down. Here's the second baseman, Nico Horner.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
And fouled off.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a
swing, and a ball hit out towards left center field. Calls it in, 2 away. High leverage spot, and here comes the dangerous Rafael Devers. 0 for 4, 2 ground outs, a fly out, and a strikeout. And that is out of play. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's going to be Carlos Santana. Santana back to work. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Ball, 1 strike.
Swings through that.
It normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now the shortstop, Jackson Holliday. There's a sinker at the knees for a strike. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. And that just misses.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
That one just misses.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Devers headed home. Oh, he botches it. Not stopping. He's going for 3.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. And they tack on to their lead. It's 4-1. 1 down. And now the center fielder, Jarren Duran. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely.
There goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Throw there. Safe. And a swing and a miss there.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already.
Runner goes again. Got him swinging. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Here comes Bryce Harper.
You're best when you let the game come to you. Tried to make too much happen right there. Not his best at bat.
Corner. Whips it to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Back here at the friendly confines. Now it's the shortstop, Derek Jeter. And a foul ball. And that one fouled off. That one hit to right. Harper pulls it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down. Luis Robert now. Strike 1.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
Devers over at second, 1 down. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it. Ryan O'Hearn, the next to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down. And we're in the bottom of the 11th. Started after it. Appeal to third. No swing. He held up. Clyde Washington with the call there. Hit to right, and that should do it. Hauls it in, and that's the ball game.
Well, I love the fact they didn't quit. They had to do a little extra work tonight to secure this win, but it's what you got to do over the course of a season if you want to be a championship ball club.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Now from downtown Cleveland and Progressive Field, Diamond Dynasty Baseball coming your way on the show. It's the Bears and the Aces. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So almost ready to get underway. And today's starting pitcher, Satchel Paige.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Ian Happ up to hit. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. And that's down and away. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Satchel comes to the plate, and that's outside. Popped up. And there's one down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Crow Armstrong should have it. He's got it, and there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Here's Nico Hoerner. This guy is an elite level hitter, especially considering contact and just the ability to hit for average. What you really like, though, stays in against those righties, and that's not so easy as a right-handed batter. Hoskins makes the grab, and that is that. Back now at Progressive Field. And today on the hill, Martin Digo. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. We'll elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
Bottom of the first, here's the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. And he's currently the team leader in batting average, Chris. That misses. Ball 1.
There's some players, for whatever reasons, they seem to just face a slew of right-handed pitchers, and their comfort level increased so much that they'd actually prefer to face that same side thrower in a tough situation.
That one misses, and now 3-0. Yeah, most guys struggle against the same side, whether it's left on left or right on right, and this guy's an exception. The pitch. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
JD Martinez stands in. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Martinez in his 14th season, batting second in today's lineup. And though usually in left field, today he's the designated hitter. Robert hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. First pitch doesn't find the zone. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup. And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. And he gets tied up right there.
0-1.
And the slider just misses. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball.
Junior off the first with 2 away. Swing and a ground ball. On to Hoerner. That's out number 3. Here in Cleveland, and it's Rafael Devers in the box.
The third baseman, Rafael Devers.
And that is downstairs. 1-0. And that skips into dirt.
Strikes.
Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's back there. Into Heritage Park and out of here. Home run. That one felt good. It's 1-0. So up next, Derek Jeter. In the air, right field. Crow Armstrong running hard to get it. Corrals it. One down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Luis Robert Jr., the next to hit, takes ball one. One down, base is empty. Late on that fastball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Page winds and fires. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Ryan O'Hearn. Fly ball center field. Griffey gets under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. Back here in Cleveland, here's the shortstop at the plate, Alan Trammell. First offering, and it just misses. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And strike two.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Chases the changeup in the dirt. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that junk.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's the Bears taking on the 51s. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And on the mound today, Lance McCullers Jr.
Well, the big thing is that the way he holds his curveball, it's more of a knuckle curve. And because of that, it's less predictable in terms of the break for the hitter. That makes it that much harder to hit this guy.
All right, ready to go here. Ian Happ up to hit. On the ground to third. Slings to first. One out in the top of the first. So digging in, Prince Fielder.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for.
That's a ball.
On the ground. Nice ground out.
Counts 1-0.
And a pitch. And
Ball,
another
that's
ball.
outside.
1 out, bases empty. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A massive home run. And they jump out front. It's 1-0. 1 out, bases empty. So here's Horner now. And that one fouled off. Got him swinging. Rafael Devers up to hit. Devers, the baby-faced assassin. First
Ball
pitch
1.
misses.
Ball.
Well, he gave up the home run earlier in this
2 balls,
inning,
no
not
strike.
pitching as aggressively here.
And that
Ball,
one is
that's it.
inside. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Swings through that one for strike 2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
That's towards center. Buxton moves under it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Back here at Coors Field. And starting this one, Dustin May. What do you have on him, Siggy?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Outside low, and that's ball 1. That one lifted to left. Pat gets under it. And there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Next one in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Devers. Throw to first in time. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. Here's a guy who is one of the best in the business. You're talking about looking for a hit somewhere, and this is a guy you go to. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
Yeah, he's so fun to watch as a hitter. Bats from both sides of the plate, and he's so rare in that he really makes a lot of contact batting both righty and lefty. And, you know, it takes a ton of time in the cage to maintain both of those swings.
Out to center. Makes the catch, inning over. New inning getting started. And now Derek Jeter.
Derek.
You know, but one thing about being a great switch hitter, it's so tough to keep both of your swings sharp. I mean, sometimes it can feel like a long time in between at bats against a lefty or vice versa. You can work on both swings, but there's only so much a guy can do in the batting cage.
The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Rips that one to right. 1 away.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Luis Robert Jr. The batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. Next offering way off the plate. And a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Didn't get cheated on that swing and squared it up perfectly. Came off the bat at 111, and when that's the case, the odds are very much in your favor as a hitter.
Just missed. Robert leads off first with one away. Squirts away a little bit. Foul ball there. Here's a 2-2. Now fly ball to right center. Buxton sprinting after it. He's got it, and there's two down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Inside.
Jason Varitek in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Out to short. Into the outfield, base hit. And now first and second with two outs.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel.
There's a swing and a drive. Carroll makes the play, and that is that. Bottom half of inning number 2, and now the DH, Nick Castellanos. May back to work. Castellanos batting in the cleanup spot, and he's usually in the outfield. Today he's the DH. And that one is in the dirt. Now 1-2. Big Red picks up the K. Hunter Goodman will hit next. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
0-1's the count.
Outside with a breaking ball. High fly ball, right field. Anthony makes the grab, and there's two gone. Here's Ketel Marte. Saying he's currently the team leader in runs batted in.
Marte.
Popped up. Jeter right there to make the grab. And that is that. Back here in Denver, on to the third inning. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Ian Happ. Happ lays off.
That's inside.
In the air, left side. Carroll moving under it. And a quick out, number one. And here's the first baseman, Prince Fielder. He's already homered in this game. Here's the tag, and he's out. Nico Hoerner will come up to hit. His first at bat was a strikeout.
Nico Hoerner.
Swings through that one.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Towards first, Goodman. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. That ends the frame. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. Fouled off. He was late. May delivers. Just missed.
Always fun to watch Lee go to work at the dish, Boog. He's just a pure hitter and a good athlete. Someone referred to him as a slow drip guy because the more you watch him, the more you like him.
Here comes Austin Riley.
Batting eighth, The third baseman, Austin Riley.
And that
Oh, that's off the plate.
misses. And it's 1-0. Ground ball up the middle. Horner throws to first in time. This is Corbin Carroll. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Happ makes the grab, and that's the inning. On to the fourth.
Leading off
Devers
for the
now.
United States, the third baseman, Rafael Devers.
That's a slider for a strike.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Comebacker to the mound. Over to first. And one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man. So up next, Derek Jeter. 0 for 1 so far.
Shortstop, Derek Jeter.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. On the ground. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. And now it's Luis Robert. 1 for 1 with a single so far. There's a swing and a miss.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and
Inside
balls
ball.
on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. And we're back. And here is Byron Buxton. And that one missing low. When you examine Buxton's career trajectory, the thing that really jumps out, the speed and the defense early on. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Anthony makes the grab, 1 down. And now Jeremy Pena delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Just missed.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Robert moves under it. He's there. He's got it. That's out number 2. And here's the catcher, Carlos Santana. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And that's outside. Ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And a swing and a miss.
1-1.
Swings through that.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
2 strikes.
Two down, nobody on. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And a nice inning of work. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit.
Ryan
McCullers back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. O'Hearn, 31 years old. He's usually in right field, but today he's getting the DH treatment. That's off the inside corner. And 1-1.
Well, a nice day off for him, not having to jog out to the outfield. Gets to be in the DH spot. Be curious to see how he keeps himself in a rhythm, not playing defense.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Santana collects, fires to first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop, third strike. And now the switch hitting catcher, Jason Varitek. Ripped to short. 2 down.
He's out.
2 outs. Base is empty. And now the right fielder, Roman Anthony. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So now back to the top of the order.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Check swing. He held up. And the count is 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Down
2
and
balls,
in,
1
moved his
strike.
feet. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Line drive, base hit, right center field. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Couple of singles back to back. Handled that down and in break. Ball very well. He saw the break early coming from the other side and just let it get deep enough and drop the barrel on it at the very last moment.
Fielder swings through it for strike 1. Comes up empty.
0-2.
And he grounds one to the right side. And that is the inning. Back here at Coors Field, bottom of the inning. Here's Nicholas Castellanos.
Castellanos.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. And that's downstairs. And that is ball 1. And strike 2.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
That's too low. And it's 2-2. That's down and in.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Swing and a ball drilled center field. Puts it away for the out. Hunter Goodman now at the plate. He's 0 for 1.
Goodman.
And that one hammered. That's back there. Adios, pelota. And this game is tied. It's 1-1. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Marte getting ready to hit. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. That one gets down for a hit. Runner on at first with 1 gone. Jung-Hoo Lee digs in now. Ball 1, no strikes. Just missed. Man at first, 1 away.
2 balls, no strikes.
And another ball.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike 1. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. That one carrying up against the wall and brings it in. Here's Austin Riley. Grounded out his first time.
Austin Riley.
Ball 1
Inside,
there.
ball 1.
Marte, the runner at first with 2 gone. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
Runner on the go. And a foul ball, he stays alive. That one not close. 3-2 now. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Battling here as he fouls it away. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Fought off foul. First and second, 2 down. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. A 3-run dinger. It's their second home run of the inning, and now they're out in front. It's 4-1 to the right side, and that one handled. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here in Denver. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's Nico Horner. On the corner for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Well, these players, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
And here is Devers.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
0-2 is the count.
0-2 now. And Devers hits that one. And he makes the catch. And there are 2 down.
The batter,
2 down, bases empty. And the batter will be the shortstop, Derek Jeter. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Carroll settles under it. And that is that. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Jeremy Pena. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a chopper out to short. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
The catcher,
Carlos Santana will hit next.
Santana.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Takes it himself. And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. And next is the designated hitter, Nick Castellanos. And he dodges that fastball. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Robert under it. And that's the inning. We go to the top of the 7th. Stepping in, Luis Robert Jr.
Roberts. Now pitching. Ben. Good.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
So now 1 and 2.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Next is the designated hitter, Ryan O'Hearn. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And another ball.
2-0.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. He makes the grab, and there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Jason Varitek. And a foul ball. And that one is inside ball 1.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable. And that look.
He'll do it himself. And it's a 1-2-3. Bottom of the 7th. And now the first baseman, Hunter Goodman. Nick Enright on to pitch here.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Swings and misses. Strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. And out number 1 on the grab. Ketel Marte
Now
up to the plate. 1 for 2.
Ketel Marte.
First pitch, and it just misses. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Up the middle, and no one can get there.
Couple of hits in a row
Now
for him here.
right
Once you get the
fielder,
ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of
Ray.
base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
On the ground, could be 2. To Jeter,
Out.
on to first, double play, and that's the inning. And welcome back to the
Leading off
ballpark.
for the United
Ready to begin
States,
the 8th.
the right
Now it's the
fielder,
right fielder, Roman Anthony. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Now at the plate, Ian Happ. Short hop liner, handled it short, and very nicely done for the out. 2 outs. Base is empty. Now a chance for Prince Fielder. He was late there. Strike 1.
0-1's the
Joyce,
count.
24 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick in 2022.
No ball,
He's in a
2
great
strikes.
spot right here. Ahead in the count, 0-2. All for 3.
Ah, that's strike 3. And back here at Coors Field. And now, Austin Riley. Enright back to work. And first offering is fouled off. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
He has a tendency
0-2
to
is the
chase
count.
out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Pulled the string on the changeup. Now here is Corbin Carroll. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Well, he threw that
0-1.
fastball right by him, gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat?
And that's
1
in the
ball,
dirt.
2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 down, bases
Now
empty.
batting,
Here's
the
Byron
center
Buxton.
fielder,
0 for
Byron
3 with 2 flyouts and a ground
Buxton.
out. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a pop-up. Jeter. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Back here in Denver, now it's the second baseman, Nico Horner. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Way out front for strike 2.
Well, you got the hitter
ball, 2
already
strikes.
chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
He's 2 outs away. Here's Rafael Devers. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out. Now it's the shortstop, Derek Jeter. 0 for 3 in this one. That one out to right. And that'll do it.
This was by no means an offensive outburst. Only 4 hits the entire game, but good teams find a way to win, and they did.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.